Story begin. 130 years ago, the Silent Night made their first appearance to the world. The world was consumed in the maelstrom of war, and countless deaths ensued. Life became grim, and people started to lose hope. One day, as death and destruction showed no ends of slowing down, the martial masters of the Murim world came together, and formed the Central Heavenly Alliance. The Central Heavenly Alliance decided to create a sect that would keep the Silent Night at bay. As such, they elected a prominent martial artist, Baek Jin-Hu, and he became the first leader of the Northern Heavenly Sect. With the formation of this new sect, the Central Heavenly Alliance promised their support to them. They procured countless amounts of martial techniques and spiritual elixirs, and thus allowed the Northern Heavenly Sect to grow in power and be able to successfully push back the advancement of the Silent Night. Time began to pass, and the second-generation sect leader became Nam Moon San, then the third-generation Yu Kwang Yun. And the Northern Heavenly Sect was highly respected, which eventually led to thousands of prominent martial artists to gather at this place. The man known as the Great Wall of the North, Northern Heavenly Sect's fourth-generation sect leader, the North Wall Jin Quan Ho, the pillars of the Northern Heavenly Sect, the Great Four of the Northern Heavens. And this man is the Great Four of the Northern Heavens Demon Fist Jo Chun Woo, and this is the Great Four of the Northern Heaven Tempest Storm Kyung Mu Sang. And this man is the Great Four of the Northern Heavens Cursed Ghost Blade Yun Chun Hua. And the last one, the Great Four ruler of Iron Blood Jae Hyuk Shim. These figures played a crucial role in keeping away the Silent Night from the Northern lands. Then one day, as if the Silent Night reached their limits against the Northern Heavenly Sect, the Silent Night had disappeared. But then the North Wall had crumbled. This kid is Jin Mu 1, age 13, the son of Quan Ho. Quan Ho said, "It seems only the strongest have gathered here," and thought the Nine Skies were powerful and untouchable figures who ruled over Murim, Central Heavenly Alliance. Was this your doing? The Nine Skies seeker of knowledge Seo Manhwa, an extraordinary prodigy who revived the once ruined Seo Moon family. His thirst for knowledge and passion for learning was what allowed him to attain the Heavenly Lord's wisdom. Manhwa said, "Sect leader Jin, are you planning to keep denying the truth till the end? Why did the protector against the Silent Night betray us?" Quan Ho said, "I have always lived my life honestly. You are telling me that I was the one who betrayed you to the Silent Night? Stop saying such preposterous things." Manhwa said, "The four pillars of the Northern Heavenly Sect have all testified against you, and yet you still insist on lying to us?" Quan Ho looked at his friends and wonders, "You, my trusted friends who fought the same war with me for decades, you were my brothers. For what reason have you forsaken the Northern Heavenly Sect? I have truly become alone. So they all chose to band together and conspire against me. Even if I try to fight out of this situation, they will do whatever they can to stop me." Quan Ho said, "I see how it is, Central Heavenly Alliance. I shall obey you and comply with your wishes." Others thought his internal force is unbelievably strong. The Northern Heavenly Sect have become far too strong from having to deal with the Silent Night. They have become quite a big obstacle for us. As long as the Northern Heavenly Sect stands, we will not have full control over the mainlands. Quan Ho announced, starting from today, the Northern Heavenly Sect shall disband. The disciples of the Northern Heavenly Sect must leave and find a new home elsewhere. This shall be the last order given by me, Quan Ho, as the leader of the Northern Heavenly Sect. However, my son, who has lost his mother at an early age, and having to grow up alone in the barren lands of the Northern lands, promise me you will not put a hand on him." Manhwa thought it would be nice to put an end to his family, but it seems the mood will not allow me to do such. If we did not listen, then the leaders of the rival factions would have turned against us. Manhwa promised. Quan Ho told Mu 1, "My son, forgive me." Quan Ho stabbed the sword in his body in front of our protagonist Mu 1. In order to protect the people formed the Silent Night. The Northern Heavenly Sect was created with the help and support of the Central Heavenly Alliance. They faithfully carried out this duty for over 100 years. But the fourth-generation sect leader, Quan Ho, was eventually betrayed by them. 3 years later, Mu 1 opened up his eyes and asked, "Just what are you guys doing right now?" The man replied, "Look at this bastard's eyes. I thought he was a weakling, but it looks like he's more vicious than we thought. I don't know how the other group treated you, but Pai-san is not a kind person. You see, I'm already pissed at the fact that we have to spend the next 3 years in this place because of a measly kid like you. Now show me where you have hidden the weapons and martial techniques, or you can let us kill you and we can go back to our mainland." Mu 1 laughed. Pai-san said, "Hey kiddo, I don't think you are quite understanding the situation you are in right now. You see, we can simply throw you out into the wilderness and have the wolves tear you apart. That will be a much easier solution for us, since we don't have to spend the next 3 years withering away at this place. Do you really think you will be able to do that?" Next moment, Mu1 right index finger being broke by the Aman. Mu1 yell the nine skies, did you forget about the promise my father and the Central Heavenly Alliance made? Back to earlier, the silent night had completely erased their presence from the world, and the world began to believe they had finally disappeared, since the Northern Heavenly Sect, who was the frontline defense against the silent night, had been disbanded, using the silent night making a sudden reappearance as the justification. The Central Heavenly Alliance would dispatch mercenaries like us in order to keep watch over the area. However, that's all just an excuse. The true purpose was to keep watch over a certain individual, just in case he does not start learning the martial arts of the Northern Heavenly Sect and plans for his revenge. Being a guard is our true objective, because the person we are watching over is none other than the descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect and the last living blood of the former sect leader. The last group who kept watch stated, the former sect leader Quan Ho only allowed this boy to read books and nothing else, so he had no knowledge of martial arts. Anything pertaining to martial arts was all taken away by the Central Heavenly Alliance, and by the Great Four of the Northern Heavens as well, and after thoroughly searching this place for anything hidden, they were unable to find them. Then one day, after doing nothing for a year, this boy seemed to have regained his senses, because he stated that he needed to learn a skill that will allow him to earn a living, and thus started to practice blacksmithing. Ai-san is the Central Heavenly Alliance's third mercenary group captain. He said it's hard to believe that the son of the Great Northern Heavenly Sect wants to learn blacksmithing as a way to survive, but what's even more hard to believe is that there are not any more martial scrolls hidden here somewhere. But if that's true, then there is no reason for us to waste our time here for the next 3 years. The man beside is vice captain of Central Heavenly Alliance's third mercenary group, Mu-sang. Mu-1 noticed them and wonders they must be the new guards. Looks like things are going to get annoying again. Location: home of 10,000 spirits. As the name implies, this place used to hold over 10,000 Confucius and martial scrolls, but the Great Four of the Northern Heavens took everything from this place. Anything pertaining to sword techniques were all taken by the cursed ghost blade, Manhwa. Anything pertaining to fist techniques were all taken by the demon fist, Chun-Wu. Anything pertaining to foot techniques were all taken by the Tempest Storm, Mu-sang, and anything pertaining to refined chi cultivation were all taken by the Iron Blood ruler Hyuk-shim. A large amount of the Northern Heavenly Sect's disciples ended up following the Great Four of the Northern Heavens, and each of them took a part in destroying the Northern Heavenly Sect in order to find a ruling position in the mainlands. I've become utterly alone. No, I've been abandoned. Mu-1 recalled back the moment his dad told him, from now on you are the leader of the Northern Heavenly Sect. Outside of the Northern Heavenly Sect, no life exists within 10,000 meters. One could say that time had stopped, and the current destroyed state of the Northern Heavenly Sect was also a representation of the state in which Mu-1 was in. Mu-1 thought, this is who I am. This is the current me. What a sorry state you are in, Mu-1. I did not climb in order to diminish my weakness. I climbed in order to build and solidify the foundation of my will. If I father now, everything my father did and the life he gave up would all be gone to waste. Back to the present, Mu-sang asked, did we really have to go that far? He's but a mere child. Mu-1 said, I doubt you are permitted to act this way. The Northern Heavenly Sect's martial scrolls and artifacts? Do you really think the Central Heavenly Alliance would leave any behind? They swept this place clean. You are going to kill me and go back to the mainlands? Then go ahead and try. Although they are disciples of the Great Four of the Northern Heavens, the only reason why they are with them is because they were forced to join them 3 years ago. There are still some loyal disciples of the Northern Heavenly Sect. Mu-1 said, do you think they will let you get away with it? They will immediately know the difference between suicide and murder, and will not hesitate to come after your lives. Did you think the previous guards were all ignorant fools? They had the same idea as you. Did you not wonder why those guys did nothing but silently wait for the past 3 years? Ai-san madly said, how dare you talk like that? Mu-sang stopped Captain and said, it's best that we let him go. What that child just said holds some truth. Haven't we already searched this place? This place does not have any more martial scrolls nor valuable artifacts. Mu-1 said, let me be clear. This place is my home and you are intruders. So from now on I expect you guys to at least maintain proper behaviors as guests. If you guys do that, then I will look past what you did to me today. Ai-san said, kiddo, I'm letting you go for now, but the moment you start doing anything suspicious, the Central Heavenly Alliance and the Great Four of the Northern Heavens will give me permission to kill you. Mark my words. Let's go make sure to watch him carefully. Mu-sang told Mu-1, forgive us, you can use this to stop your bleeding. Soon, Mu-1 thought, the loyal disciples of the Northern Heavenly Sect? Loyal disciples my ass, if they truly were loyal, Then they would have come and rescued me from this hellhole already. Do you really think there are people who still care about a ruined sect? Nobody will care if I live or die. No, I am sure they are wanting for me to die. Mu-1 thought it's true that everything was taken away from the Northern Heavenly Sect, but the heart of the Northern Heavenly Sect is still alive. The greatest secret of the Northern Heavenly Sect, a secret not even the four great pillars of the Northern Heavens knows about. The ultimate martial scroll of the Northern Heavenly Sect is the Northern Heavenly Sect itself. While the sun starts to set in the east, the ruined walls of the Northern Heavenly Sect start to cast a shadow on the ground. These walls are known as the Wall of 10,000 Shadows. The mysterious patterns on these walls turn into writings when drenched in sunlight, and these writings were based on a forgotten language from the Lower Moon Kingdom. The Wall of 10,000 Shadows was built by the first sect leader, Jinhu, and contained all of his writings, and this continued all the way down to the fourth generation sect leader, Quan Ho. For this reason only, my father made me learn the language of the Lower Moon Kingdom rather than practicing martial arts at an early age. To these people, the writings on these walls may merely look like ancient engravings. That is because it's intended for me to be the only one who can read the language of the Lower Moon Kingdom. Mu-1 thought because of this reason, it may seem like I am simply wasting my time being up here. I hope these guards continue to believe that. No, I have to continue making them believe that. The combined teachings of the previous sect leaders are all written here. I still have a long way to go before I completely learn the ultimate martial art of the Northern Heavenly Sect, Gathering of the 10,000 Shadows. As long as I am being watched by the Central Heavenly Alliance, I can't bring any unwanted attention to myself. I need to keep everything hidden and patiently wait for my chance. Soon, Mu-1 noticed Huang Chul, a former warrior of the Northern Heavenly Sect. Self-defense was the extent of his marital arts, and as such he was the weakest warrior in the Northern Heavenly Sect. However, nobody could match his loyalty and devotion to the sect. After leaving the Northern Heavenly Sect, he worked as a wandering merchant and would do his best to bring supplies for Mu-1. Huang Chul was a lonely orphan who never once had any talent in martial arts. While all the other sects rejected him, the Northern Heavenly Sect accepted him. The sect leader, Quan Ho, did everything he could to train Huang Chul the basics of martial arts so that he could at least protect his own body. Huang Chul had never forgotten that kindness. Due to this reason, while everyone had left and moved on from the Northern Heavenly Sect, he was the only one who still continued to do everything he could for Mu-1. Huang Chul asked, "Have you been doing well? It seems you've gotten a lot taller since the last time I met you." The Huang Chul noticed Mu-1's finger and asked, "Did those bastards hurt you again? Was that done by the new guards?" Mu-1 explained, "It was not them. They did not do anything. Don't worry, I accidentally hurt my finger when I was blacksmithing. By the way, you did not have to bring this much for me." Mu-1 said, "You should start living for yourself now. I am already thankful for all that you've done." Huang Chul replied, "But my heart cannot do that. Without the Northern Heavenly Sect I would have been rotting away in Murim. Young master should not be living his life this way as well." Mu-1 asked, "Why is there a rock here?" Huang Chul said, "I got that when I went to Southern Clouds. It was a rock that fell from the sky, and a certain tribe worshipped it as a sacred object." Huang Chul said, "But that tribe was massacred, so the rock does not belong to anyone anymore." Mu-1 said, "Massacred?" Huang Chul said, "It seems they fought the Broken Fists troop, and the Broken Fists troop has decided to settle down in Southern Clouds. After betraying the Northern Heavenly Sect, each of the Great Four of the Northern Heavens made their own martial force in Murim. The Cursed Ghost Blade, Chunhua, gathered a group of elite chi sword users and settled down in the west. They became known as the Protectors of the Western Heavens. The Tempest Storm Kyung Musang assembled a group called the Billowing Clouds but has not made any more. The Iron Blood ruler Hyukshim supposedly had the biggest martial force and built the Iron Castle in the north. The demon fish Chun Wu, who was known for his cruel and vicious nature, created a bloodthirsty group called the Broken Fist Troop." Huang Chul said, "Since the young master has picked up blacksmithing, I brought some iron for you to use." Meanwhile, Musang wonders, "So that man is Huang Chul. He's nothing special. His loyalty to the Northern Heavenly Sect is impressive, but it's unfortunate that the descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect, Mu-1, is in such a pitiful state. He walks as if he has no purpose in life, wastes his time in the forge and climbs the top of a tower and gazes at the sky. I can't sense any chi or martial arts from him. That boy truly has nothing." That time when he talked about the Central Heavenly Alliance and the Great Four of the Northern Heavens, if he refined his story a little bit more, it would have been more believable for such a young age. He has remarkable decision-making skills. It's quite unfortunate, really. If he had at least learned martial arts from the North Wall, he would have been a strong leader. Then Musang noticed a messenger hawk, Soon Pai-san madly said, after sending us to rot in this shithole, they did not even contact us once, and now they are telling us some highly esteemed guests are going to come over? This place is not like the Dongting Lake, it's not a place to come sightseeing. Start repairing one of the royal buildings first thing in the morning. Back to Mu1, he asked Mr. Huang what's happening in the world right now. Huang Chul replied, the recent talks are all about a certain martial artist making a name in the world of Murim. His name is Dam Su Chun, who stated that he will challenge 100 martial artists and win them all. That's why he's the center of attention in the world of Murim right now. Dam Su Chun is the third son of one of the 9 skies, the unkillable master Damjek Shim. At first people laughed him and did not take him seriously. After all, he was merely a boy at the age of 18, but every time he challenged someone, he would wreak havoc and destruction. Now his very essence brings fear and adoration from the people of Murim. Mu1 wonders right now, I believe he has challenged 93 people? In any case, he has not lost a single one. If he manages to win 7 more, then he would set one of the greatest records in the history of Murim. People are calling this the 100-man challenge. He's only 18 years old? Huang Chul said, at this rate, he will most definitely become formidable pillar in the world of Murim. According to rumors, he's apparently heading north. A lot of the sects around here are quite nervous right now. Mu1 said, he's impressive. Do you have any other news? Soon, Mu1 told Huang Chul, have a rest a bit. Huang Chul replied, I can't, I will be back after the winter. Forgive me for not being or more used to you. Mu1 said, that's not true. You've done more than enough for me. After Huang Chul left, Mu Sang told Mu1, I've been looking for you. It seems some esteemed guests of the Central Heavenly Alliance are coming next spring, so we were planning to repair and use the Hua Chun Palace. Mu1 said, do what you want. That building has long since been abandoned, so it does not really matter anymore. If that's all you have to say, then I will take my leave. Afterward, Mu1 went to 10,000 spirits. Then someone took a dagger behind Mu1, asked, who are you? Mu1 thought, a woman's voice? He asked, what do you mean? That's what I should be asking you. I am the owner of the place. The woman said, the owner? Then are you telling me you are the descendant of the Northern Heavenly Sect? Mu1 replied, that's correct. Now it's your turn to answer my question. The woman fainted before she could say her name. Mu1 wonders, why is there a woman here? What the hell is going on? Is she a criminal? What should I do? Wait, I need first see if she's alive or not. Soon, Mu1 carried her back and realized it's poison. She got attacked by some deadly poison chi. Mu1 thought, that's right, I have the internal protection antidote. It's the only one I have left. I am making a big sacrifice by using this. I don't even know who this woman is. But whatever, I need to first poo this here, then here next. Soon, Mu1 said, I did everything I could, seems like she's stopped bleeding. Anyhow, who are you and where did you come from? I keep getting more and more unwanted guests. After some times, the woman woke up and wonders, who healed me? Mu1 said, you are awake? Just give me a second. I am almost done with your porridge. The woman thought, but why did he heal me? Mu1 said, I thought you were as good as dead, since you were asleep for 3 days. The woman curious and asked, but wait, why did someone like you heal me? Mu1 said, first of all, I don't know if you were an assassin sent to kill me, or just a passerby on the verge of death, but I can't stand the sight of someone dying in front of me, so I could not just leave you to die. At the very least, I never want to see someone die in my house again. The woman wonders, it does not seem like he has ill intentions, and I also can't detect any chi from him. Is he actually doing this out of goodwill? Mu1 said, hurry and eat. Even though I've been feeding you for the past 3 days, it's better for you to feed yourself now that you are awake. The woman said, then I will stay here until I recover. Mu1 replied, deciding that all on your own. My goodness, what's your name? The woman asked, why do you need to know my name? Mu1 said, listen here, not only did I heal you, I also let you sleep and eat here for free. You also decided to stay at my house all on your own. With all that's happened, should not you at least tell me what your name is? The woman said, it's Yunha Sol. Mu1 said, I don't know if it will fit, but there's someone clothes for you to change into over there. There's also some food in that storage room, so if you eat frugally, it will last you a couple of months. I'll be in the building next door, so if you need anything you will know where to find me. Hurry and eat before the porridge gets too cold. After Mu1 left, Ha Sol wonders, I will need to first recover my internal energy, and draw out the poison slowly. I believe his name was Mu1. Why is he going out of his way for someone like me? Does he not know who am I? What a weird guy. Meanwhile, Mu1 thought, judging by that wound alone, she's no ordinary girl. All of this is a big risk, since it's uncertain who she is or where she's from. But the fact that I just willingly let her stay here, was I really that lonely? Yun Ha Sol, it's a pretty name. Afterward, Mew once said she has not left the house in 3 days again. Is she okay? Ha Sol thought in the end, I could only recover half of my internal energy. Under normal circumstances I would need to have a full recovery of my internal state before I attempt to draw out the poison in my body, but I have no time. It's the most dangerous poison out there, the consuming flames of darkness. Jin Mew 1, I don't know what antidote he used, but since the medicinal properties are starting to dwindle, it seems the effects of that antidote is almost gone. It's getting harder for me to counteract the poison. It's dangerous, but I will need to draw out the rest of the poison with whatever internal energy I've recovered. Focus, you need to focus, Ha Sol. Then again the poison starts spread. She wonders, is it an end? I did not get to thank him properly. Suddenly, a man jumped down from top and said, please regain your senses. Young miss, please focus and utilize your internal energy. Channel the chi towards your fingers. You are almost there. The poison has been removed. I made it just in time. If I was a second too late, then the young miss would have died. Ha Sol said, Sarayong? So you survived. Sarayong replied, forgive me for being late. Young miss, I had no idea you would be hiding at this place. I, Sarayong, who lives for the sole purpose of serving both our master and the young miss, has failed to protect the two of you. As such I shall receive my punishment with grace. Ha Sol said, no, it's okay. If it was not for you just now, I would have been dead. Besides, we were ambushed. There was not much you could do in that situation, Sarayong. Where have you been this whole time? Sarayong said, I was also injured and have been in hiding as well. It was only recently that I was able to locate the young miss. Ha Sol said, why did not you go seek after our master first? Sarayong answered, our master is not someone we need to worry so much about. Our master will most definitely be safe. My priority for now is to help the young miss recover. Taking refuge in the Northern Heavenly Sect was a smart choice. Those bastards will have a hard time believing that the young miss would be here in the first place. So for the time being I think it's best that the young miss stays here and recovers your internal energy. Please stay here for a bit longer while I find our master. I shall return with our master's orders. Soon. Mew 1 wonders, the source of the first energy is promised with a shadow. The second energy shall change the rule and the 10,000 shall become one. As the light covers the world, I alone shall hold one shadow. The source of all things can only be inhabited by one energy, however a shadow shall always loom. This second energy shall change the way things are governed, ultimately causing all things to become one. The light may envelop the world, but I shall only encompass the one true shadow. Like the void of the perpetual night may stretch across the sky eternally, the internal shadow shall be the same, as it shall exist somewhere within that darkness. Sensing entire area. Mew 1 thought, there's nobody nearby. The first teaching from the gathering of the 10,000 shadows is the internal shadow. The first sect leader, Jin, who was a vagabond, he was a genius swordsman who was able to create this martial art after many years of wandering. Because the nature of this martial art is shrouded in secrecy and darkness, just by looking at Mew 1 alone, most martial artists will have a hard time telling if he had built up any internal energy and learned any martial arts. Even after being passed down for 4 generations, the gathering of the 10,000 shadows was never able to reach its full potential, and remains as an unfinished work. This is the martial arts that Mew 1 is currently learning. If he had the choice of learning the gathering of the 10,000 shadows or not, he would have chosen the latter. However, since the Central Heavenly Alliance not only did take all of the usable martial arts, they also kept a strict watch on him, so he was left with no other choice. Soon, Ha Sol said, so this is the Northern Heavenly Sect. Mew 1 said, you look a lot better today. You have not come outside for the past few days, so I was beginning to worry if something happened to you. I am about to go and eat, so if you have not had anything, feel free to join me. Ha Sol said, I wanted to thank you for what you've done. It was thanks to you that I survived. Mew 1 said, no problem. Now come and eat. Ha Sol said, I am fine. Mew 1 said, no need to hold back. The food is not poisoned. Ha Sol said, why have not you asked anything? About who I am? Mew 1 replied, well, I don't intend to pry. I just think it's best if I get a gut feeling that I found out who you were, then I would not be able to enjoy my time with you anymore. Ha Sol asked, are you stupid? Mew 1 said, stop questioning my decision and just eat. I don't want to hear your stomach grumbling. Soon, Mew 1 wonders, I can feel it. My body is starting to change. There is one more secret within the wall of 10,000 shadows. It's time for me to start learning the Blade of Eternal Darkness. A mysterious sword technique that was created with the sole purpose to kill. I've been learning to basics of swordsmanship so that I can properly utilize this sword technique. Afterward, while Mu-1 focusing on blacksmith work, he's scared by Ha-Sol. Ha-Sol said, I am not sure if you're good at concentrating or if your senses are dull, but I've been sitting here for quite some time. Anyhow, I am hungry, give me food. Mu-1 said, it's been 3 months, 3 fucking months, how can you still be this shameless? Ha-Sol said, feed me. Ha-Sol thought, no matter how hard I look at him, it does not make sense. Not only does the descendant of the northern heavenly sect seem to not know any martial arts, he does not even have the basic knowledge for it, he's just wasting his time blacksmithing. Meanwhile, a group of martial artists arrived and said, so this is the northern heavenly sect. Central Heavenly Alliance, 4 Dead Heavens, Crimson King's demonic might Mu-Wi, and this is his son and daughter. Daughter Shim Sua age 14 and son Shim Wan Li age 19. And this is Central Heavenly Alliance Seo Moon family seeker of knowledge Manhwa, and his granddaughter Hei Ryung age 20. This man is 4 Dead Heavens General Yun Pyong. He asked, is anyone here? I Sang immediately came out, great them. General Yun asked, have you prepared our rooms? I Sang replied, of course. I personally prepared the rooms for our lords. It must have been a long and difficult journey. Allow me to escort you to your rooms. A man noticed me, Sang, and said, I can't believe we are meeting each other here. Do you not remember me? It's me, Yopwol. Soon, Hei Ryung said, it's quite unfortunate. The once highly esteemed Northern Heavenly Sect is now in ruins. One Li said, that's just how this world functions. If you lose your strength, then you will die. A good example is a hunting dog. After the hunt, a hunting dog serves no purpose. Meanwhile, Ha-Sol asked Mu-1, why are we always eating meat? Do you not have any other side dishes? Then Mu-1 noticed the guests. Hei Ryung said, that must be the Northern Heavenly Sect's descendant. Ha-Sol thought, there are so many unfamiliar people here, and I was not able to detect single one of them. My senses are getting dull. I'm getting too lax. You need to focus. Ha-Sol, don't let your guard down. One Li then introduced himself and his youngest sister. Mu-1 then introduced him and said, the person next to me is a distant cousin who is temporarily residing at my place. I San whisper, he has a cousin? Have you guys not checked who that girl was? What the hell have you guys been doing this whole time? Mu Sang said, my apologies, we were too focused on repairing the palace. One Li asked, do you know who we are? Mu-1 said, I've heard stories before. Your names are also known all throughout Murim. One Li replied, even at a shitty? Forgive me, even the far north has heard of our names? Then I guess we can skip the formalities, we will take some more later. Ha-Sol thought, he's not as dumb as I thought. I guess there are times when he can act this way, being able to lie without even blinking once. What an intriguing kid. But wait, I thought this kid was the owner of this place. Why is that man acting like he's the owner? Soon, One Li told General, I came here in order to relish the former glory of the Northern Heavenly Sect, but this place is more pathetic than I thought. The peace that is perceived in the mainland are merely the illusions created by the old geezers of the Central Heavenly Alliance. If they could, they'd want to live forever in order to reap the benefits of this corruption that they've put into place. General Yun Peong said, I shall do whatever I can to assist the future master of the 4 Dead Heavens. One Li said, you will need to wait a couple more decades before I can inherit the 4 Dead Heavens. However, I don't plan to wait that long. This place shall become the start of my foundation. But before that, there's something that's been bothering me. I will need to deal with that first. Soon, One Li came to find Mu-1 and said, I never realized the sound of a hammer can be this pleasant. Mu-1 thought, how? I've been sensing the entire this whole time. I did not detect him at all. One Li said, for someone who has no internal energy, you are doing a pretty good job withstanding all the heat inside this forge. This place is too dull, it feels as if time has yet to move on. How dare you able to live in a place like this? Can I take a look at this blade? What a fine blade. A blade like this can be sold for a high price in the mainlands. The One Li point the blade towards Mu-1. One Li said, the descendant of the North Wall has not learned any martial arts? Let's stop with the bullshit. If you truly gave up, then you would not have stayed alive for this long. Mu-1 thought, what is he trying to do? What should I do? If I fight him now, then the situation can get worse. Not to mention that this person is the son of one of the 9 skies of the Central Heavenly Alliance. I can't reveal my strength yet. Everything that I've been enduring will all become meaningless. Next moment, One Li's blade stabbed towards Mu-1. Hei Ryung came in and said, stop it. She told Mu-1, please hold still, we will need to stop your bleeding. Mu-1 thought, it hurts. Thanks goodness he missed my vital spot. One Li wonders he's unable to dodge a simple attack like that. Then are the rumors true? Does he really not know any martial arts? If that's the case, what was that strange chi just now? Are my senses off today? It's possible, since I've been on edge ever since I came to this unfamiliar territory. Hey Ryung asked, just what are you doing? Won Lee thought, I guess I need to take it slow and observe him more thoroughly. I will have to rest for now. Won Lee said, what? I thought he could dodge something as simple as that. Who knew he would be this pathetic? Anyhow, I will leave him to you. Hey Ryung said, this is the Fast Spirit Recovery Pill, a renowned medicine with one of the best recovery effects. Your wound should heal very quickly. Hey Ryung said, forgive me, I had no idea that Master Shem would be this violent. I shall apologize in his stead. Soon, Ha Sol asked, did they do this to you? You are seriously an idiot, even if you are weaker than them. At least put up a fight, or if you can't even do that, you should have at least tried to run away. Mu Won said, thank you. Asides from Mr. Huang, it's been such a long time since someone has scolded me. Ha Sol said, why are you like this all of a sudden? I might be leaving soon, since I've fully recovered. Back to earlier, Ryung told Ha Sol, I have just returned from our master. Our master is safe and has made a full recovery. We will be making our move very soon. You will need to start preparing yourself.